Alright, so here's an easy trick to make the KLCSP method way easier. So it made me like pretty much get to the sub 15 inspection mark for the CSP tracing. Definitely this method's not needed. People can trace 5 seconds without this method, but I think this method makes it a lot easier, especially for beginners. So here's how this method works. So you might already know, kite, it's traced the same from any sliceable position. So sliceable means you can slice through it, so we can start here, you can start here, but you can't start here because this is not sliceable. So pretty much at any position that is sliceable, it's traced the exact same for kite, which is super cool about kite. So the advantages of tracing from any position is really nice because if you want, you can trace from here, 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 or here. So whatever position you get the cube in, like let's say after lifting the cube cover, you get this position, you can start from here immediately. You don't need to start to find where to go to start, like here, and no need to do any awkward traces, so like look around in the back. You can just do a normal CSP tracing direction, which is like this. So pretty much the goal of this method is to do this with every single keepsake case, so you don't have to do any back traces or any awkward pauses trying to find where to start. And sometimes you make a lot of mistakes because you start from an awkward position and you might skip a piece by accident. But using this method, it really helps with getting every single case consistently, like starting from the same position every single time. So this method really helps with being able to trace any single case from anywhere and not just start from one piece, which limits your inspection a lot and makes it easier to make mistakes and harder to get under 15 seconds. So there are a few cases like kite where every sliceable position is traced the exact same. You might already know a few of them. So not every case is going to be the same as kite. Not every case is going to have the same count position for every sliceable position. So here's an example. So an example is shield. So if you start from here and trace around, and you start from here and trace it around, the parity count you're going to get from here is going to be different from here. So this just shows that it doesn't work with every single cube shape. So pretty much the solution of this is that there's a lot of count positions here. Like you can start here, 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 here. They're all sliceable positions. So what we do is go through all the count positions, find out which ones give the same parity count, and memorize the starting positions of each one of those that give the same parity count. The remaining cases will give the same parity count as each other, but they'll give the opposite parity count as the initial positions from before. So pretty much the method is going through every single cube shape case, for example like square, example shield, and you go through all the count positions and you find out which ones are the same. The remaining ones are going to be the same as each other. So all you need to do is memorize one set of counting positions that are the same. So there are going to be a ton of count positions for a lot of cases. So I'm going to order this video in a specific way. So first off, I'll start with count positions that are easy to memorize and also very useful. At the end, I'll go through count positions that are much harder and much less useful. So yeah, let's get into this video. So the way this would work is I'm going to have this cube on the left side of the screen. On the right side, I'm going to show the name of the case and a picture of the sliceable positions. So this way you can see me show you the shape, and on the right side you'll be able to see the picture and follow along with which count positions give different parity counts. So first off is this case. It has only 2, and you might already notice, but this one's traced the same from any sliceable position. So from here, 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 trace all the same, starting from here, go around. It's all the same from any sliceable position. So here's another one. This is also probably familiar if you watch my CSP series. It's traced from any sliceable position the same way. So starting from here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here, and yeah. So trace the same from any sliceable position. Lastly, it's traced the same from any sliceable position for this case as well, but this one's a bit different because there's only here to here, and then the YouTube version is just here to here. The in-between versions aren't sliceable positions, so they aren't counted. So trace the same from here to here, as well as here to here. So the thing to remember is every case with 2 edges, you can trace from any position and you get the same count. So here's another case. It has the 2, 2, 2. So this one traced from any position gives you the same count again. So here to here, 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 here to here. So this one's also pretty simple. Another shape that gives the same count is this one. So this shape gives you the same count. So here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here. So it gives you the same count every single time. So pretty much the cases with 3 sets of 2s in either this position or the previous position will give you the same parity count from any direction. So here's another case with only sets of 2. However, for this case, it's traced the same front measuring angle except for 2. So it's this angle, and then this angle, it's traced differently. But any other angle, it's traced the same. So the way I remember this is that if you trace from any other angle, it's going to be just like the previous cases. If you break up like 2, it's going to give the same count position. But if you break up this way with the opposites, it's going to be an awkward shape, kind of. Since you're not going to break up the 2, you're going to break up the parallel line. So pretty much any position other than here or here that separates this parallel with this part and not separating with the 2s gives you a different count position than separating with the 2s. So here's the same thing with the 2 moved a little bit. It's the exact same thing, trace the same from any position, but it's different here and different here. So pretty similar. Alright, so this case is also kind of similar. It's going to be traced the same from any position except for the one that divides the parallel line with the scallop. So like here and here, it's traced differently. But any other position like this one, or any other position that does not separate the parallel with the scallop is traced the exact same as each other. So here's the mirror. It's the exact same thing as before. It's traced the same from any position except for here to here and here to here. So it separates by the parallel line. Pretty similar. Here's another similar case. So in this one, it's traced the same from any position except for the one that divides the parallel line with the shield. So here to here, traced differently. Here to here, traced differently. Any other position that's sliceable, like this one or this one, that does not separate the parallel line is traced the exact same. So next is this one. This one's a bit different from before. Pretty much it's traced the same from any position, but since there is no parallel line, instead it's going to be traced the same from any position, except for the ones that divide the L case with the pawn. So not confused with L case and the shield, because that's not right. That's the L case and the pawn. So every position is traced the exact same, except for here to here and here to here. Any case that divides the L case with the pawn. Here's the exact same thing, but the mirror, very similar. It's traced the same from any position except for the cases that start from here to here and start from here to here. So it's cases that break up the L and the pawn. Alright, so moving on to the one with 4 edges. This one's pretty simple. I already explained this one. Kite, trace the same from any sliceable position. So here, 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 here. Trace the exact same. Alright, next is square. This one's pretty similar to kite. It's traced the exact same from any position, except for the ones that are misaligned. So this would be traced the same, all from here, but the misaligned ones will be traced differently when you start with an edge. Another way to say this is it's traced the exact same from starting with the corners, but starting with the edges, it's traced differently. So next is barrel. This is pretty similar. It's traced the exact same from any position, except for the ones that break up these two, like this or like this. Anything else like this, this are all traced the exact same. So here to here, trace the exact same, here to here, trace the exact same. But if you break up these 2 and 2, like this, it gives you a different parity count. Alright, so next is fist. So this one's traced the exact same from any position, except for the ones that break up the 2 and the L. So like this, and this is traced differently. Every other sliceable position is traced the exact same. So here's the other fist. Exact same thing. Trace the same from any sliceable position, except for the ones that break up the L and the 2, like this one and this one. So now for the pawns, these are pretty different. They're traced from the exact same from any single angle except for one of the angles. So for this one, the right pawn, it's traced the exact same from any angle except for this one. So it has the L in the back and the 2 in the front. Here's the other pawn, traced the exact same from any single angle except for this one. So both the pawns, if you hold the L in the back and 2 in the front, it's traced the exact same from any angle except the one that goes from the top right around. So next is mushroom. So for this case, it's pretty annoying, but this is my trick for remembering it. It's traced the exact same, every single sliceable position except for 2. The first one is when the 2 is on the bottom left. The other one is when the 2 is on the bottom, I mean the top right. So bottom left, top right is different. Any other sliceable position is the same. Here's the next one, it's scallop. For this one, it's just the exact same from any position except for 2. So the first one is this one, here to here. Second one is this one, here to here. So both of these positions that are different have the scallop in the front, either on the right or the left side. Next is shield. This one's pretty awkward. It's just the same from any position except for 3. So it's just the same from any position except for this one, and this one. So again, it's just the same from any position except for this one, and this one. Moving on to the final cases with 8 edges on one side and the other side of only corners or star. So first is the star. For star, it's just the same for every other position. So here to here, just the same. Here to here, trace the same. Here to here, trace the same. So this is pretty obvious because if you misalign the star, you change the parity count. So this is pretty obvious. So next is this case. It's traced the same from any position except for 3. So the first one is if you start the middle like this and go around. That's the first one. For the second and third ones, it's when you separate the parallel with the 6. So here to here is different. Here to here is different. As well as of course here to here. But any other case is traced the exact same. So next is this case. This is pretty similar to last time. It's traced the same from any position except for 3. So the 3 are these. First one is like this. Second one is like this. So we hold the 2 in the back and you hold it like to the left or to the right. It gives you a different position of trace. And the third one's like from here. So again, trace the same from any position except for this one, and this one. So next is this case. This case is pretty similar to star, that it's traced the same way every other position. So it's the same here, 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 and then here. So going here and around, 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 and here around. Give it the same position. So pretty much every other position gives the same count. So next is this case. This is pretty similar to before. It's traced the same for every other position, but this time it includes the positions that aren't sliceable, which is going to be this position. So pretty much it's traced the same from every other position, including this one position that is unsliceable. So it's just the same here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here. Skip this one, and back here to here. And the rest of the positions are just the same as each other, but opposite from these ones. So lastly, this one seems pretty similar to the previous case. It's also done the same way, so every other position gives you the same count, including unsliceable ones, including this one. Something like this, unsliceable, but it still counts. So it's just the same from here to here, and then you would skip this one. Just the same from here to here. Skip this one. It's just the same from here to here. Skip this one. It's just the same from here to here, but it's unsliceable. I'll skip this one. Here to here is the same. Skip this one, and then here to here. So that's it for this video. You don't need to know all the cases, especially the last ones aren't that useful and they're pretty difficult. But I think the first few ones are definitely very useful. I know about like 3/4 of these, so I think it does help with getting your inspection down if you're having trouble with that. So if you want to view all the count positions in one place, I'll leave a link in the description where you can find that. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching.